Welcome, chat. Welcome to another episode, of the Chat TV with your boy, one and only boy, Jollof Kid, one Jollof Kid. Recognize the face, with your girl, aka Ian.
Yes, guys, thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the Share TV again. You know what we do here? We get on it, bring you latest news live right to you. So, yes, guys, thank you for joining us and welcome to the Chat TV podcast with Jello Kid and Ayan. Thank you.
Yeah, my people. But today, my guys, we want to discuss few stories that's been going on, especially going on back home in Africa. And yeah, today we have a story regarding a young girl that was brutally raped, allegedly, by the headmaster of the school she goes to, allegedly. Because we're gonna say that because we don't know exactly, what exactly happened. But apparently, this young girl was raped, and was discovered by the mom and all of those things that she's been going like through pain. And then when she was taken to the hospital, basically they find semen inside her basically. And this headmaster is being accused of being doing the act allegedly, but refusing to give either a DNA or sample just to rule him out. So I'm gonna just go on straight and say this. We do not condone violation of any form towards any young people. So for a grown man, yeah, you get accused of violating a young person. Your first step should be coming forward
Exactly.
to clear your name
Yeah.
and make sure that child is safe. Not to be defensive, not to be like now be elusive and making people or making like questionable actions or behaviors to say, okay, you could be the person that did this thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and as a headmaster, you're supposed to be a leader. You're supposed to protect the
Yeah.
kids. You are now mastering whatever or guiding.
Yeah.
And as a leader, if you cannot come forward to clear your name and be accountable for and show some form or shape or type of leadership, I think that he doesn't deserve to be the headmaster of that school.
Yeah.
That's just for me.
Yeah, that's true.
But another thing is we need to be serious about these things because we cannot have, doesn't matter black, white, Asian, whatever, grown up violating young kids,
Yeah, yeah.
especially
yeah.
the one that's supposed to protect them.
Yeah, and
at
we
school.
think it's normal, and
That's
we think
not.
it happens. It is okay.
It's not.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because for real, if you think of it, given that, let's say he has not done it, why refuse to clear your name? Why refuse to give out your semen? Like as an adult, that should be the first thing. If you are willing
Yeah,
to
exactly.
support this,
Exactly.
what's going on, you should be thinking of, okay, fine, this is the situation. Let me clear my name and let me help the police further off their
Exactly.
investigation.
Yeah.
Okay,
You should be
so
more of a help.
yeah, exactly. So one suspect out, but how the headmaster rolled about with the whole incident to the point of expelling this young woman from school shows, to me, it shows really, really, really that he is hiding something.
He must be hiding something, or he knows something.
Yes.
But also for an old white man accused of rape of a young black woman, I don't think he should take that lightly.
Yeah.
And it's not about even like, I'm not saying that as a like race color or stuff like that, but I would just be thinking in South Africa, a white old man accused of raping a young black woman. That's just tells us history, okay? So if he is not with the past and he's more of the present and transparency and equality and oneness, that child should be his grandchild. So he should come forward to make sure that child is safe. That child, whatever the police need, he can, or he's in a position to provide or help or assist in any shape or form.
I really do agree. I 100% agree with that. I really do agree. South Africa faces really huge rates of rape that is reported and not reported, faces a huge rate of crime. So, like, the gender based violence is really a main factor there, and seemingly the government is not doing anything about it because even with this justice for Kwekwe, which is a really sensitive thing, which is a really sensitive topic, we still find that it is still not resolved, and we still find that it has to take the whole community of South Africa to come forward about such matters, which is really unbelievable. That how can a 6, 7 year old be violated in this manner, and the law does nothing about it until millions and millions of people start going at it, start doing the marches, start coming out, voicing these things out. It really just puzzles me, honestly. It really just puzzles me.
That shouldn't be, because the world is facing so much child sex trafficking,
Yeah.
so much child abuse.
Yeah.
Like, it should not take the leaders or the adults of the world to come forward when a child is abused. It shouldn't be a debate. It shouldn't be something, it's a if or a maybe or a but. A child get abused, white, black, adults, whatever your race is, should be last. The child come first.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're talking about rape. We're talking about a young woman, a young girl. For the rest of her life, she's gonna be traumatized.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all of this story, she doesn't need that. She needed help. She needed support. She needed accountability. But all she's having now is denial and publicity that now for the rest of her life is gonna follow her anywhere she goes. She's that girl that that okay, she was violated by this person, and she didn't need that. She needed kind of comfort, support, and somebody taking responsibility for the action.
Mm-hmm.
But sorry, I didn't mean to. But the government of South Africa should do and stand against such actions.
Mm-hmm.
So if this person is denying to give his test semen or DNA, whatever, he should be summoned by court to do so, to
Yeah.
prove that he is not the one.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. We might talk about rights and stuff like that, but when it now comes to these menace or things like this, I don't think I have a right to this should come in. Like, you
No,
are
you're
you are
right.
taking
You lost your right when you got accused of that.
exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
every
You are,
man is stands innocent until proven guilty in the
yeah.
eyes of your peers in law.
Yes.
Cool. But you're not even given the opportunity to happen.
Exactly. Exactly. And you lost your rights when indeed you violated the other person's rights. So how do you know about rights when it comes to you, but you don't know about rights when it comes to the other person? It's just insane, and it's really saddening to see how the system of South Africa is failing the South Africans, women per se, young mothers, young children who are still growing up. How it's just failing the South Africans. It's really, really bad. It's really
Yeah,
bad.
we say no to rape, man. We say no to violation of young women and any woman in general.
We say
You know,
no to
yeah.
GBV.
Yeah,
We say no. And it's kind of like where, people get to ask themselves if, are we really, really, really accepting that the system has failed when it comes to protecting
I think the
women?
community should come together because we rely so much on the system. The system should be the community. We lost the community in every place of the world. Some places still keep that community, but like how they say, it takes a village to raise a child. We lost that. We lost where the whole community protects the children of that community. Because if the elders are protecting the community, no child will be violated. No child will go running around hungry, clothesless, shoeless, wherever. But we lost that.
Yeah.
We lost that as a society, as a community. But yeah, guys,
So
tell us.
sorry. So do you think it is because of the society or the community now more on individualism than
A community.
broadly community
It's more of an
accommodation
individualism in
wise?
this 20 in this day that we're living in now.
Is
Unfortunately,
it also adding to what we're going through, like rape, crime, all of that?
no,
Is
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that because some people are based individual, but they don't commit crimes. They just wanna focus on themselves. But as a whole, as a community, we lost that backbone that unite us, that keep us together to make sure, okay, your child is my child, that person child is my child. So like you see my child in trouble, you protect it. I see your child in trouble, I protect. We lost that type of stuff. We don't have that. I'm gonna say some part in Africa still is there. Some part in Africa is still there. If like I'm not gonna say a name particular, but I know some part in Africa. For instance, if like let's say now, for instance, mine, like say me, yeah. My people, if they see my child messing around on this or like on the road and stuff like that, they whipping his ass all the way to the home.
mm,
So when he sees my people, them like the people, he like, oh, that's my father's friend, that's my father's ABMC. He's gonna be hiding because when they see him doing fucked up thing or rubbish thing,
mm,
he's gonna be dealt with.
mm,
And before he even get home, somebody's on my phone telling me, yo, your boy is doing A, B, C, and Z.
mm,
We don't have that anymore.
mm.
That's the problem we have. But
Yeah.
some parts in the world that still exists. But we need to protect young women and child.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah, because also in most cases you find that the actual perpetrator is not even somebody far, it's not even
No,
a stranger.
no,
It's a family member.
no.
It is an uncle.
Some
It is
incidents
a
are,
brother.
yeah.
It is a cousin. It is a father. It is a stepfather. It is a stepmother. It is a mother. Like it is a sister.
Because
Exactly,
some
aunt.
incidents when they happen,
Yeah.
it gets somebody close who either will will downplay it, will say, "Oh, he's fine, you'll be fine," or
Yeah.
no action taken, and it's become a
Exactly.
norm. And
Exactly.
society has failed in this aspect, like having a sick, like a young child get raped, and
Yes.
so much denial, so much, I don't know, like bad media. But at the same time, as a community, as a society, we need to come together and protect the abuse when they come forward. We understand that as in certain cases, adult cases, there are lies, but this is a young child we're talking about.
Yeah, a young child
Well,
will not
are we
lie.
sitting down and saying it's a if or maybe and but?
We know the basic of this thing.
It's a young
Somebody
child.
7 or 1, they will tell you what has happened to them. They don't even know what happened.
Exactly.
They
It's a
will,
young child.
they don't even understand what happened. They will tell you
Yeah.
exactly what has happened to them. We have failed. We have
Well,
failed
yeah,
as a
guys,
society.
definitely as a society, we need to do better, and we need to learn better and become better.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, you know what? I have a problem with some of our society members or also who are so fixation into thinking that if a woman is raped, a young woman is raped, it is because of how they are dressed. That is something that I have a problem with. Especially women. You find some women, they're saying that make sure your kids are dressed proper. How?
A child, you cannot say that.
How?
You cannot abuse somebody because of how they dress.
Exactly. How?
There is no excuse to abuse any
Yeah.
human being, man or woman.
Why are you
Young boys are getting
defending?
abused, young women are getting abused. That should not happen. And that shouldn't be an excuse, oh, it's how they wear, it's where you wear, or where you went to. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't be a question.
Yes, these are just sick people with sick mind,
Yeah.
pathetic people, just wanna take advantage of the other person because they are inferior to them.
Yeah.
And that is just it. just because somebody's dressed in a certain way, they dress how they want to dress, how they feel they want to dress, does not give you the right to think that they are good for your D or they are good for your V. It doesn't give you that right.
Yeah.
It does not.
Yeah. Well, yeah, guys. So let us know what you think about the story regarding this, and yeah, unfortunately, society has failed in so many aspects. But yeah, we keep it rolling.
Yeah, guys. Thank you again for tuning in, watching in. Let us know what you think indeed in the comments. And don't forget to follow more for more news as we tackle the societal issues you like, and subscribe. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.
Right.